this is gonna ruffle some feathers, but I honestly think the real reason why men say that black women are problematic, or why it's a lot of interracial dating going on, because most men, the average man, not all men, do prefer a emotionally low maintenance woman. And I think a lot of black women are emotionally high maintenance, because the average black woman is strong. The average black woman does not put up with just anything. Like, you're not gonna treat her anyway. You're not gonna just disrespect her and think she's gonna be quiet about it, or just settle for less. Like, especially how hard society has made it to be black in the world, especially in America. It's like you have no choice but to be resilient. So when it comes to a relationship and when it comes to a man, that can hurt the ego. If you're not a man who knows who you are, or who is intentional, or who can see the value in a woman who does not just feed your ego and tell you what you want to hear, but who will tell you things out of love and will hold you to a higher standard, because you need to grow and she needs to grow, and she's not going to fake like things are okay if they're not.
Ha ha ha. Men want peace. And peace doesn't come with someone who sees every disagreement as disrespect. So yeah, maybe men prefer emotionally low-maintenance women because they prefer peace over chaos. And you can call that weak if you want, but it's also the reason you're single, friend.
I'm 43 years old, and I've been single off and on for the past little bit more than 3 years. I talk about this a lot on here, but a lot of people say to me, what's wrong with you? Something's wrong with you if you're single at 43. And most recently, the last person that I dated, he was much younger than me. He said, my friends and family sometimes say, be careful because she's 43 and single for a reason. And when he said that to me, he said it with trepidation, because I think he thought that that would hurt me. And it didn't, and it doesn't. Because I think for something to actually offend you, oftentimes it's because it's something that you believe about yourself. And that is not something I believe about myself, because I know why I'm single at 43. And there's a lot of reasons. But the biggest reason is that I was committed to somebody else for a very long time. And it didn't work. And that's okay. And that leads me to this age. Now, it's been 3 years since that relationship ended, a little bit more. And it's not like in those 3 years I went out and was on dating apps and trying to date whoever just to have a man in my life. No, I took time to understand me and my patterns and my insecurities, and for me to build a confidence and a love for myself, because no one can come into your life and give you fundamental confidence. That is something that you need in yourself to really be able to correctly love someone else back. If you are very insecure, you're going to be like that to the other person too. You're going to be picking them apart all the time, because that's how you feel about you. So if you're single right now at any age, who cares? You should be if you are, because clearly there's time that you need for you to date you, and everything will happen as it should. And the other thing too, I'm not on TikTok to find a man. I don't want that. I'm on here because there is a stigma about people over a certain age that are still single. And I would like to provide some solidarity and maybe some insight for other people so they can feel more confident in their own single lives, and taking time to understand themselves more, and maybe take time to vet people a little bit more to find the right person. That's it. I'm not on here to find a boyfriend. That's weird.
Men aren't drawn to independent self-healing journeys. They're drawn to women who are available emotionally and practically. But she's not wrong about one thing. Insecure people destroy relationships. The problem? A lot of these women never healed to grow. They healed to justify. They use "I'm working on myself" as a shield against accountability.
Because when I walked in, it was packed. And what do you think I saw? What do you think I saw?
What'd you see?
Exactly what I thought I was going to see.
What?
80 women sitting alone. No men in sight. None.
I saw so many Black women try to solve a problem in dating by starting to host events in person, trying to create third spaces to facilitate dating like offline. And you know what would happen every single time? The men were not signing up. They would be selling tickets to speed dating, and they would always end up with men's tickets on sale. Always, because they weren't buying any. Just the other day, a big account that I follow for Black creatives did like this cute Cupid thing where they were like, hey, send us a profile about yourself and we would love to post it and like play matchmaker. Sounds like a cute idea, right? Not one single man sent their profile in. And mind you, this is an account that has well over 100,000 followers. It's just time to stop. It's time to stop. They have made it very loud and clear that they do not.
Singles event, and here's why I think we're doomed to be single for the rest of our lives. That was a bit dramatic, but let me tell my story. So I went to singles night at Union Church's Charlotte campus. Now, I don't go to that church, but I started following Pastor Stephen since he was a guest pastor at my church earlier this month. And when I found out that he was writing a book on dating and relationships, I was interested because, listen, your girl could use some divine intervention in that area. But I'll be honest, I didn't want to go at first. I figured it's a Christian singles event. There's going to be 11 women there and like 2 men. Plus, they were advertising it as a conversation that you wouldn't expect to have at church. And I thought, I've heard enough of those modern dating and relationship podcasts. I don't need to hear any more, especially not with a biblical spin. Instead of having meaningful conversations about finding and building Christ-centered relationships,
We just left the event. So, I think we were just saying that we think that we've actually hit rock bottom. We think we've actually hit rock bottom, and I think we were either punked, catfished, or like a sick kid.
And my spirit, while I was there, my spirit told me, no mas, por favor. I'm not going to no more of these, okay? That rhymed, period. I'm not going to anymore, and here's why. So that singles event was cool because they actually had a mix and mingle session at the end where they put us in a very cool atmosphere for people to talk and meet with each other. Although there was like 3 men there and 300 women, I loved the fact that they did that. I thought that was really cool. But my thing is, you go to one single event, you go to them all. They got the same message, and I'm gonna tell y'all what they be saying so that you can know ahead of time. If you feel like you're called to go, go. If you feel like the Lord is telling you to go, go. If you've never been, go. If you want to mix and mingle with other single people, go. But let me tell you, this is gonna be the singles conference starter pack. I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna get, okay?
I'm gonna get hate for this, but whatever. I approached a Black man this week at like a dating event, and he was not interested in me, and that by itself is like not a great story, right? I tried to shoot my shot, he was not interested, I moved on. But immediately after I walked away from this man, he went up to a group of 5 white women and he introduced himself to all of them. And then I kind of observed out like the corner of my eye for the rest of the evening, this man was only going up and talking to different white women. Later that night, another very attractive Black man came in, the exact same thing, only talked to the white women that were in the room. There were maybe 6 or 7 Black women throughout, and I could tell. I would look over at the Black women occasionally, they would be looking, we would all be observing the same thing. We're all thinking the same thing, right? And as someone who has reviewed a bunch of different like dating events, I have seen this play out so many times where you walk into a room, the Black women are looking for other Black men and the Black men are not looking for Black women. Unless the host of the event is like a Black person or a person of color. And as much as I say that I am going to start dating outside my race, my mind, whenever I walk into like...
Of course they don't show up. Why would they? Men have learned the game is rigged. They're tired of being told they're trash for approaching, creepy for showing interest, and boring for being nice. Now suddenly women are begging them to attend singles mixers.
I am fucking done. I am done. I am done begging a mother to love me. Done begging him to spend time with me. Like, I swear, some of us women have more balls than you coward-ass men. You take good women. You take good women and you fucking break us down so we can't take no more till every man we see makes us want to vomit.
More honestly, do not date a woman for 3 months, and I use that term loosely, date, because he never took me on a date, or even played one in the house. Mr. Anxiety. Do not date a woman for 3 months, her, lead her to believe you want a relationship, literally spend a whole entire week with her, and then ghost her for 4 days, and dump her, and then tell her it's just because you don't have romantic feelings for her. Why? What the?
I've been talking to a guy, we've been texting, it was great. He said, I'm 5 minutes away from picking you up. I got all dressed up for our date, and boom, I'm blocked. He stood me up. And I don't understand why men treat good women like I am an amazing woman. Huge heart, very loyal. Bruh. And men just play with my feelings. That's all they do. Just make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I don't know what it's like to be in the presence of a real man, a leader, somebody that you know is going to protect you. Like, it kills you to see your wife or your girlfriend happy. You have shit on that. Like, you men and your mommy issues. We are not your fucking enemies. But I'm done. I am so done. I'm tired of hurting. I never deserved this shit.
I think that it's okay to come and say whatever they want to people, to get their hopes up, to have them let their guard down, to be told things, and then they go and a couple days later they just say the complete opposite. Why even waste somebody's time? Not only mine, but yours. I'm so tired of people not saying what they want from the start. I'm so tired of people coming and just getting someone's hopes up.
Okay, ladies, I'm going to tell you something that the rest of the world won't. You don't need to have a hoe phase. I got a DM from a girl that's kind of like my age, and she asked me if I thought that that was like a necessary part of life. All her friends are telling her like this is the time of your life to like sleep around, be promiscuous, not get emotionally attached to guys, just like hop around from one guy to the next. And she's like, do I need to do this? My opinion is no. Nobody needs to do that. In fact, I think there are a lot of downsides to the whole hookup culture in general, and this idea that before you can settle down, you need to like go crazy. And I think it's really ironic that the like postmodern feminist movement right now kind of seems to be pushing this idea of like, you know, women should be promiscuous and like, because it, you know, makes them feel more like equal to men. I don't think that that's true. I think that hookup culture, according to the studies that I've looked at, harms women, and it doesn't fulfill what women really want. It fulfills what toxic, like non-committing men want, but for women it usually doesn't do much. Regarding hookups, men and women were both asked the same kind of questions, and the reason for hookup regret for women was that they felt used a lot of times, and they kind of regretted that. And for men, their biggest regret was that the woman they were with wasn't attractive enough. How is this empowering for women to tell them to just go, like, sleep with these kind of guys? Like, that's not...
This is when the walls start cracking. The anger isn't really at men, it's at reality. Because deep down, she knows she gave her prime years to the wrong dudes. Now she's trying to rewrite history like she was the victim of a conspiracy. No, sweetheart, you ignored the good guys when you were 25. You chased excitement, vibes, and alpha energy. Now you're 35 plus, ghosted by the same type of men you used to glorify. And suddenly, it's all men's fault.
Someone just please love me. Please. I will meow for you. I would bark for you. I would oink for you. I would bleat for you. I would honk for you. I would glub for you. I would caw for you. I would roar for you. I would do anything.
So I'm single and childless.
Guess what? I'm still single. No husband. No boyfriend. No Sancho. No sneaky link. Not even a girlfriend.
It's another fall, and I'm still single. You want to know why? Because you won't stop playing games. But I want to go apple picking. I want to cop pumpkins. I want to drink apple cider with you while we watch a movie. But we can't because you won't get your act together. Right? So maybe, just maybe, you can get it together and we could do something. Right? Right.
I'm tired. I am. I just want to love in the way that I love others. You know? I just want to cook and clean for somebody that buys me bags.
I'm getting too old for the drug dealers and the scammers. Like, I want a stable man. I want a good man. I want a man that has money coming in legally. He's smart as shit.
I just found out the boy who likes me, who I don't like back, is finally moving on from me because I rejected him. Maybe I was kidding. Maybe I do like you now.
Yes. Okay, please don't tell the new age feminist this, but I would 100% rather stay home, cook and clean. 100% rather do that, okay? I love to cook and I love to clean and organize. Feminist, shh, I know, okay? I love to cook good food and I love to clean and I love to do it for my man. Truly, I do. Why did we actually want to work? What was the idea or perspective of pursuing a career? There is nothing more satisfying than having a man that takes care of you. You're a gentleman that provides for you. You don't have to worry about anything. If you do that, I'll cook and clean all day. Why would I complain? I'll make you an incredible 5-course meal if it means I can stay at home. We fight for again as women. because I'd much rather be exhausted from cooking and cleaning.
That's not confidence. That's desperation in HD. We went from I don't need no man to please love me, I'll clean and cook for you. This is how ideology collapses. When the Instagram filters fade and biology starts talking louder than feminism. Suddenly, career and freedom don't fill the bed at night. Suddenly, independence doesn't look so glamorous when the phone stops ringing. For decades, society told women they could have it all. But what they didn't say is that having it all doesn't mean keeping it all. Because beauty fades, attention fades, and fertility fades. Men aren't avoiding women because they hate them. They're avoiding the risk of emotional chaos, financial ruin, and social shame. It's not that they're weak, they're just smart. This is Male Legion, where reality hits harder than a talk breakup. Cheers.